Arito is the first to reach Nirvana. Their ascension would have forever changed the celestial order. The 8 Trigrams were determined to stop them. Victory for the forces of Samsara would have led to the destruction of the celestial world, and a host of Nirvana warriors would have attained godhood. Without the power of 5 elements, the Nirvana warriors could not have fought the gods. Yet, Calcarius of the 3 Primacies separated the united gods, Arita and Uma, tearing their flesh and spirits apart. He then split Samsara into 2 continents so that it would never unite again and rise up in rebellion. Since that day, Samsara has been divided into Asur and Aura, and at that final moment, you, unable to hold on to Arita's outstretched hand, landed somewhere on Samsara without memories.
Okay, we are back with episode 2 of our gameplay. That was the cinematic, pretty interesting cinematic, very WoW-esque. You could tell the lore lady kind of reminded me of that a little bit. I'm trying to zoom out here, but it's not letting me for some reason. Maybe the keybinds are messed up from what I did.
Once upon a time.
But you can see here the keys are pretty standard. You can accept quests and grab stuff with F. And we'll go ahead and go through the quest and just kind of play through a little bit. I'm not going to read. You know what? I'll read a little bit. I kind of skipped through that one, but we can look at that. I was just telling you what to do, so it's not that important. How to open the bag and stuff like that. Just down here. Right click to open, and we get all this stuff. Equip that. And we'll just equip all of this. We cannot do anything with that. And then we need to... The really cool thing about this is the arrow right here on the quest will tell you where to go, so you just gotta make sure it's pointing up straight, and then probably where you need to go. Pretty interesting. Simple idea, but not a lot of MMOs seem to do it. Yeah, you have the arrow up here, but it's just nice to also have it here, and you can tell. See, they're very detailed too with everything, which is nice. We'll check out some combat here. Basic attack I don't want. One thing I would like to mention, this is WASD movement, as you can see. It also is the strafing, but I have that keybind for my abilities. But you can also click to move as well, which is very, very interesting. They added both things, both movements. So kind of do that how you want. You can click spells and you can keybind. So very, very unique. I don't get the hate on it. A lot of people seem to like it, but a lot of people also seem to hate it. I don't know. Let's get into our abilities. This will be a instacast. We'll just check them out. We'll put this here, and this is a cooldown, so we'll make this priority. I don't know. Let's just see. Oh, so that's kind of like teleport. Really cool. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that'll be an initiation type deal. We'll see what this does. Alright, that's just like kind of a melee ability. Alright, I like it. I'm digging it so far. Very rogue-esque, which is appropriate since that's what we are playing. Oh, forgot to pick that up. Yeah, there's a lot of things. You can also, I don't know if there's like skill training, but I know you can mine stuff. I've been able to mine, and I haven't trained any skills, so I think everything's just doable. You don't need to train it like a lot of MMOs do, which some people might see as a downside, but I see as an upside, because it's more user-friendly to newer users, and since this is a newer game, that's kind of important. Like right here. You see right here, I'm just mining this ore. I haven't really done anything. Get 3 red bass ores. You can use it, core material used for crafting weapons and heavy armor, so there is crafting, obviously. So we'll get into that later. That'll probably be another video. I doubt that we would get into that this soon, but you never know. We're going to try to make every video maybe like 15 to 30 minutes long, depending on what's going on. And what are we going? We need to follow this thing. What do we even do? Oh, we need to kill one of them. So, we now have this third ability, which I'm not sure what it does.
I cannot use that.
So I guess that's kind of what a combo would look like. And then I just hit F. You see it says there, use F for combo attack. You just kind of pay attention to that when you're in combat, and that'll pop up and you'll be able to just press it and it'll do a combo for you. Another thing here, we have stat points, which is really unique. Not unique, but again, not a lot of MMOs seem to have it. You go to combat skills here. Sorry, not combat skills. You go to player equipment. Down here you can distribute. Now, I'm going to want attack as a rogue. Not really vitality. Vitality solid since we did pick this class. And impact would be important as well. We're going to give some to impact. And we'll do that. Not a lot of energy, we don't really need that. We're going to go ahead and save. So very user-friendly interface too. I mean, everything's simple, straightforward, unique design. I like the question arcs being that kind of font.
How you do it is not important.
It doesn't seem like it's the most in-depth MMO, at least so far, but we are at the beginning, so obviously it's not going to. Maybe that's the complaint that a lot of people have, but so far it's running smooth. It's not a high population, of course, which could be an advantage if people do, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna try to play this a lot.
I don't like talking
since
about
this is a
serious
relatively new
things.
game, be one of the top players if possible, which is an advantage of it being a low population. That is assuming that it ever does get success,
Defeating you would be
of
a
course,
piece of cake.
and people do actually go to play, but I like the game. It's a WoW feeling game, and it's free. It's free to download. You can go to Steam and download it.
You want to talk to
Very
me?
cool.
Fine.
So this is, we're going to be kind of farming a little bit. Not really a lot of action in the first couple quests I noticed. We're going the complete wrong way. Unless we follow this one. I don't know. We'll go over here. Oh, I have to go up here anyway. Yeah, things glow up when you need to pick them up. That is one thing I've noticed repeatedly, but I just keep seeming to miss. Not a lot stands out. We gotta check our inventory here. Oh, dismantle. Dismantling is one thing that's cool. When you have weapons that aren't tradable or are just low level and you can't really get anything out of them, because this is only selling for 1 gold, you can dismantle them and get objects out of it that you can either use for quests or, I guess, building if they're good enough and stuff like that. Probably disenchanting as well in here. I don't know. Very cool. I mean, there's just all this stuff you can do at the beginning that's just, it's interactive. It makes you want to play. It's not super slow. It's very, very fast. You level up at a decent rate. Not too fast, not too slow. And there's always a lot to do. But the quests aren't like obnoxiously far apart. They're not too difficult. They're not like too boring. It's just, I mean, it's a smooth running game. It just goes at the right pace, and we have a
of a
cutscene.
desolate mountain in the south of the Aura continent lived the Doka, the descendants of Chu. All they expect in this world is to live and die as warriors, seeking enlightenment by strengthening their bodies. Due to their exclusively martial philosophy, the Doka are suspicious of those who seek to study the laws of nature. Thus, Arahan and Mugan Naru, 2 Doka who strove to unravel the workings of nature, were treated with ridicule. When the invasion of Samsara began, crisis also came to the island of the lost souls. Arahan and Mugan Naru successfully harnessed the forces of nature to help fight the war. Yet, their accomplishments were not recognized. Eventually, Mugan Naru was sent into exile. Outraged, he finally renounced the world and offered his service to the 8 trigrams.
You got a lot of
Okay,
guts.
so a little backstory there on our selected race. Very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead
Defeating you would
and
be a
accept that
piece
quest
of
then.
cake.
So what I think I'm gonna do is end this episode relatively soon. Not right now. I want to get into some combat and show you a little more of the combat, and then I think I'll end it. So we're just gonna words. We're just going to kind of play through for a little bit. Not a lot of talking to get it over with. This is another thing. Once a day you can spin this and get boosted enhances on your stats, or negative depending on which you get, but I think for the first time they always give you a positive because that's twice in a row. So you see here our stats are increased for a certain amount of time, so you want to be sure to play that period of time while you're on there. So we're going to go ahead and continue, and we are going the wrong way, aren't we? Yeah, we got to go down here. I always messed up on where the exit is, even though it's simple. I think once we hit about level 4 to 5 is when we can get into combat. I mean, I'm sure we could attack something here, but I don't want to. I want to get the quests done so we can progress.
I don't like talking about serious things.
I do not know the origin of this game. I haven't really looked anything up, to be honest. So I don't know what the population is. I don't know the demographic. What are we supposed to do? Oh, chicken. Alright, so now we gotta deliver chicken, I guess. There is a flying system here, and I will show you that.
I don't like talking about serious things.
If it's around here somewhere, it might be over here. It might be the boot. Yeah, Station Masters. And you can see right here,
Time
similar
to
to
beat
WoW.
up some monsters.
Not as many, obviously, but there are 3 stations here that you can fly to for some change. I don't
Will
know
you
what
come
the
with
currency
me?
is called. But nevertheless, we will continue on our quest over here.
I don't like talking about serious things.
We have stats again? Do we even level up? Oh, combat skills. Okay. Yeah, so this is where you would check your skills at to drag them, which we're going to do just so it doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, kick. What does kick actually do? Just deals damage and knocking them down. Okay. So pretty much kind of WoW, except WoW interrupted spells, I think, if I remember correctly. So that is pretty cool. We have a lot of quests here to accept. This is where we get into it more. Oh, alright. Very nice. I remember this. I think every like race kind of has a similar themed like path on where you go to. I could be wrong.
I am the one
I've
and
this
only
is the second
Doka
playthrough.
Mage.
The one and only Doka Mage. That makes sense. So that's
Time
interesting.
to beat up some
I
monsters.
actually want to go back there.
Will you come with
because
me?
wasn't that the one? Whoa, wait. Where'd they go? Oh, okay. Well, she's gone. Okay, I think that was the one that was in the cutscene, the little one that was running, but I'm not sure. It would make sense since they specified her in that video, and if she is the one and only Doku Mage. And they also have herbalism here, as you can tell, similar to the mining that they had. This would, I guess, alchemy. So yeah, there's alchemy, I guess leatherworking and stuff like that. Training weapon we need to collect. Let's get to combat.
We'll have to try again later.
Very nice. The rogues combos seem pretty nice. This is low level, of course, but cooldowns are reasonable. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that, especially since you can also
I will have to
auto
try
attack,
again
which we're
later.
gonna have to do here. Here's the combo that you saw right there, and bada boom, level 3. I personally think the combat system is really, really nice, really smooth. Unique abilities. I've never seen this ability in an MMO.
I need
don't
a target.
know. Could be wrong again, but I didn't play a lot of WoW, so that could have been something, but keep in mind this again is a free game, so you gotta bear with that. Never everything is going to be perfect. So for what it is, I mean, you guys can be the judge. You've seen the gameplay so far. We're gonna continue this. Obviously, this isn't the only episode we're gonna do. The graphics are unique
Once
too.
upon a
It's
time,
a very
The Doka traveled the skies.
cartoonish style, like cartoony, but I don't know. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but I know what I mean. It's
I am the
interesting,
one and only
but I
Doka
like
Mage.
it. Like, it's a well done art. It's not like the most detailed thing, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's kind of like Fallout. Like, it's not the most like graphically detailed thing, but or not Fallout. What game am I thinking of? I don't know. Everything makes sense in my head right now, but it's probably sounding like a bunch of gibberish out loud. We'll check a little more out in combat, and then we're gonna end this video. What is this ability that we just got? Stealth, classic rogue. We're gonna equip that up. Ooh, I don't have a second combat bar. Well, you do with healers, but apparently not with them. Oh, you can also set fast travels, which we're gonna save our current location like it's telling us to do, and this will now be a fast travel. So you can set actual points to where you want to set up. So kind of like Hearthstone, like kind of what am I looking for? Home base, kind of. You can set that different up. So you can set your travel points, which is really unique for this game, and I like that. Very cool. Let's get into combat. I need to get my stealth back, though. Where was abilities at? Here we go. These are mounts, pets, and modes. We don't have anything. Stealth. Here we go. So that will be our Q. Alright, so I think we can stay in stealth. Maybe. Okay, so hide your body. Your movement speed gets slower, but the chance of being detected by the enemy decreases. Stealth is lifted when you use the skill. Again, you cannot use this in the middle of battle. Okay, so you must be out of combat to use stealth. You're not invisible, it just limits your chances of being seen. So that's important. Let's try to find a full health something here. We're going to kick them, and then use our 2, and then assassinate them.
I cannot use that right now.
Oh, we didn't even need to assassinate them. We just destroyed them. Animations are nice too. Oh, we got some armor here. We're gonna go ahead and equip that. I don't think we've checked our inventory for a while. I was gonna hit I for inventory, but I don't know the keybinds yet. So, what do we have here? This will help us increase our damage. So will this?
I cannot equip this item.
But that is heavy armor, so we cannot equip that. So it is class specified armor and stuff like that. And this is also heavy, so we won't be able to have that. I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle that though then. Or can I do that?
I cannot equip this item.
I don't want to equip it, I want to dismantle it. Yeah, there we go. So yeah. Oh, there we go. So we got really, I guess that's rare, it's blue. Poor Obsidian. This is tradable. Material for armor enhancement. Material required to level enhance. Okay, so really cool, there's armor enhancement then. There's a lot of unique things. Everything you could really see in an MMO there's in here. And it's got a unique art style with, I'm guessing there's guilds. Let's look through the interface here, and then I think I'll wrap up the video. There's a shop, which I'm guessing will be their in-game shop if you want to. I really hope this game isn't pay to play. That is something I'll have to look into, and maybe I'll let you guys know next video, or maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. I really hope it's not, or not pay to play, pay to win. That would really suck. I hope it's like just aesthetic things to pay for. We have the player equipment here, which is stuff like this. You can see where everything is at. You can change your title, which we do not have one. We have stats to assign, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't think we need energy. But I don't know. It might be good to have some. We'll just give it like 2. I don't know. No, we'll look into that. I don't think we really need it. What else is here? Talents. Okay, so we'll probably get into this at a later level, I'm assuming. So there are talents, just like WoW as well. I guess we can choose kind of what kind of rogue we want to be. We can also have macros. Very nice. We'll have to macro some skills later. Stat enhancement. Item enhancement. And you can have multiple windows up at once, which is really nice as well. Numerous windows, actually. And this interface, like I said, it's very manageable. Everything seems to be right here. Quests, achievements, crafting. We'll take a look at this and see what we have here. I guess we don't have anything really that we can craft, so we can't really look at that. There's the inventory, the world map, fast travel, battleground, class arena, team arena. So there looks like to be team battles, class arena. I guess like a 1v1 of your own class, maybe. I don't know. Guilds, so we do have guilds. You can add friends. We have dungeons, raids, emotes. You can send mail. There are rewards. So guilds, there are guilds. That's a really cool thing. There's dungeons, there's raids, there's PvP. There's everything there is in an MMO, and it's free. Looks good, runs smooth, seems to be pretty interesting. Population is low is the only downside, and it's a new game that has failed before, so the expectations aren't really high, which could be a good thing. This could hit it out of the park and then just be a hit. You never know. But that is going to wrap this one up, guys. I didn't really have an outro for episode 1, so I kind of cut it off random. But be sure to subscribe for this series or any other videos you'd like, and be on the lookout for episode 3.